My name is Ricky Zazweta. I'm currently standing in front of the Utah State Prison, a place where I spent actually 7 years. I spent 7 years in this place. I actually got my life together and got everything figured out. I have the opportunity to go in there and kind of relive some things.
Let's go.
Hey, you look like a riot here, huh?
Damn. This building right here, dude, after 7 years, this is the building. This is called the Glass House. This is the building you're working towards. It took me 7 years to walk through that house. 7 straight years. My family struggled because I was in there. You don't gotta struggle. This room right here, in this room right here, this room right here, I raised my kids through this room. My daughter right now, who's actually recording me right now, actually sat in this visiting room with me, wept for me, cried for me. I raised my kids in this room. It's crazy. I used to work in this kitchen. This is where I first got my taste of cooking, mass cooking for 2,700 inmates. As a lead cook in here, getting paid $1.25 an hour, 150 bucks a month. This is cell 7. This is a cell that I spent numerous years in the cell right here. You guys want to know how prison looks? You living in a bathroom. This was my bunk. At one point, I was in here with my little brother, and he lived up here. I used to look out this window all the time, try to see how the weather looked. You're living in a 6x8 cell. You're pretty much living in a bathroom. We're about to head to A block right now. When you first fish in, this is the door. This is the block that they send you to. I lived on this block for years. This is probably the oldest part of the prison. Showers right here to the right.
Were they to the point of strip down, shampoo up, and say, "Come get me"? No.
This is the oldest part of the prison right here. Right here, Oos. This was my house right here.
Oh, what?
This was my house right here. This is another cell that I spent years in this cell. This was a single man dorm. I lived in this cell by myself for several years before I got moved in 2000. I got moved in 2017 to the Conquest program. This right here in this little area, I want you to picture this. We got chairs right here, all the boys, all the poly boys, we sitting right here. We get these right here, make a bunch of saimingi, we'll make some spreads, we'll eat up, and we'll eat and enjoy the time that we have in here, man. We try to do our best. I'm gonna tell you right now, man, prison is not where you wanna be. I struggled my way through this place, and I made it out. These are the ones that are suffering. You see that? This is somebody's child, somebody's woman, somebody's child that they're missing. That's what this place does. This right here is the yard. This right here where all the action would happen. If it was going down, it was going down right in this area. This grass right here, the somewhat of what you see is grass. I actually laid that sod. I was actually here long enough to lay it. And this right here, this pull-up bar, this is where we would come and get our money. And try to stay fit and try to keep our mind off of the time we were doing. Look at that. The mental health hold because I knew I was like, dude, I want to stay in this area so my wife could visit me and my kids, you know what I mean? So they never thought of counting me out. Hey, come on. Let's go get a quick session. Don't play with me, dog. Let's go get a quick session. What's up, host? Let's go real quick. Let's go get a quick session. Come on. Come on. Let's go get a quick session. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. My bad. I spent a lot of years in these walls. A lot of guys, they might be furthering their criminal behavior, which a lot of us do. We have no choice but to try to survive in this place. You know, I had to do what I had to do to survive, but I also did what I had to do to get my education. I actually got a high school diploma while I was sitting in prison. I actually went to college and got my college degree in the culinary arts, a degree in which I'm utilizing right now to this day as a private chef at a private rehab center. So if you guys are struggling right now and you keep coming back and you're just adding on to the recidivism rate, I'm gonna tell you right now, you can make it. Sobriety looks good. You stay away from the drugs, you stay away from that lifestyle, it's gonna organically happen on its own. Unfortunately, I had to spend 7 years in this place in order to really learn myself and really to dig in deep and do what I needed to do to figure myself out, to learn my addiction, to learn the reasons why that brought me to this place that took me away from my kids. I've raised my kids in these walls. My kids suffered, my wife suffered, and I told myself every single day that I'm gonna do what I need to do so I don't repeat the mistakes that brought me here in the first place. I've been thugging and bugging and living gang life and living that thug life my whole life. Once I stepped foot in this prison, it was different for me.
Message to my dad. I'm so happy that I came today to experience this with you. Being on the outside, not really knowing what you experienced being in prison was already a heavy rock on my heart, as well as our family's hearts. And all I could do was imagine what you've been through and what you had to deal with. But meeting the people today who have come to support each other and seeing everything that you guys had to endure really put a different perspective in my heart. And it hurts it, but as well as makes me super appreciative to what you have been through to make the man that you are today. And I am very lucky to have you as my dad and to share your story and inspire others, because you inspire us every single day. And I love you so much. And our family loves you, and we appreciate your hard work. And keep doing you. I love you.
When you're in prison right here, I spent all those years back there. This is the place I was working towards to get. This is the place where you leave this place and put it behind you.